I'm Jocelyn Aspa with the Investing News Network. At this year's Bloom Burton Healthcare Investor Conference, I spoke with Serge Verreault, CEO of Crescita Therapeutics. I asked him what his thoughts were on the conference so far and what his company is up to this year. Take a look at our video. Can you tell me so far how the conference has been treating you? I know it's early in the day, but what are your general thoughts so far at this year's conference?
Yeah, this is the second time that we're coming to Bloom Burton Conference. We're having a lot of meetings today and tomorrow. We're presenting at 3 p.m. our story to investors. So far, we arrived approximately 1 hour ago, and we're having a lot of people from the industry and interested to Crescita, so we believe that it would be a pretty good conference for us.
So can you talk about the license agreement with Cantabria to sell Pliaglis in Italy, Portugal, France, and Spain, and maybe why you want to sell it in those countries?
Okay. Yeah, thank you very much. Pretty good question. So last week we announced the deal with Cantabria to license Pliaglis for those 4 countries that you just mentioned. So Pliaglis is a prescription product that we licensed out back in 2008 to Galderma, and we reacquired the rights of North America from Galderma in 2015, and we licensed it out to US to Taro, our US partner. And it was obvious for us that Pliaglis had a great opportunities, and because Galderma had the rights, so we negotiate a deal with Galderma to reacquire those rights for 26 countries where the product is approved but not yet commercialized. The product was commercialized only in Brazil and Italy, so it was obvious that if we were on licensing or getting back the product rights, we were out licensing immediately. So we're very happy to announce last week that we acquired the rights on April 1st, as well as licensing out to Italy, Spain, France, and Portugal. And right now we have 24 countries where the product is approved by regulatory bodies and yet to be licensed. So we're having a lot of opportunity in the next future year and months to find great partners to license it out and to launch the product in those countries.
That's great. That's so awesome. So a little bit further on that, what sparked this partnership?
The product is commercialized in Italy, and for us it was important to find a commercial entity that was able to maximize the product in Italy and all the other territories. So we have been in discussion for several companies in Italy, Brazil, Portugal, France, and Spain, and it was obvious that Cantabria, with over 80 countries where they're having their product on non-prescription product, and they're very strong in Italy and Spain, Portugal, and France in the dermatology and RX prescription drug. So it was obvious for us that it was the best partner for us to leverage and maximize this asset.
Okay. So how will it help advance Crescita's presence in Europe and potential to license Pliaglis?
Yeah. So with the acquisition of Pliaglis in the rest of the world, we're still having 24 countries that we can find partners in, including Europe. Germany, UK, and many other European countries, the product is approved but not yet commercialized. So we want to find the right partner that has the footprint in those territories that can launch the product and maximize the asset, as well as bringing royalty to Crescita.
Right, okay. I just want to know, what is the company's interest in dermatology?
Yeah, for us, we have 2 patented delivery system technology that could increase the penetration of active into the skin as well as throughout the skin. So we want to leverage our technology with our non-prescription portfolio, which we have Laboratoire Dr. Renault, Proderm, and Aleria, as well as with our prescription product. We currently have 2 products in US in partnership with 2 base US companies that are, one is in phase 3 for psoriasis, plaque psoriasis, and another one that will enter into phase 2 in dermatology indication. So of course that our knowledge, our deep knowledge, our technology is positioning Crescita to be a leader in dermatology and innovative skincare science.
That's really exciting.
Yeah.
So I know last year the FDA removed the not-for-home use label restriction on the product. How significant was this for the company?
In twofold. When we're looking at the milestone, we had part of the license deal with Taro. We had a milestone on approval of the not for home use restriction label, and we got this milestone in December when it was removed, when the label was removed from FDA, as well as it bringing the product closer to the patient. In the past, with this label, the physician had to apply the product at their medical clinic. And now that it could be used at home, so the physician can prescribe the product and the patient can use it at home. So it's opening the market for better use for patient.
Okay, that makes sense. One last question. I know there's lots of comparisons between the US and Canada in terms of healthcare and prescription drugs. I just want to know your thoughts on the differences between the two and if there are any advantages or disadvantages for one or the other.
Okay. So about the size, of course, that we're 1/10 of the U.S. market, and in terms of prescription market, this is two different type of philosophy. Just from a pricing point of view and from a size of Canada, it doesn't make sense to develop a product and to go to all the phases just for the Canadian market. So most pharmaceutical company needs to develop a phase 1, 2, and 3 for the U.S. market, and then Canada would benefit. Of course, that from a prescription point of view, the healthcare system in U.S. Work kind of the same way with healthcare practitioner. Also, reimbursement is very important. Same thing as in Canada with private and public reimbursement. So both markets are different, and one company cannot possess both without having a presence on the Canadian market. And this is why Crescita, for us, we want to position and be strong in the Canadian market, not exactly in the U.S. market. So we're licensing our innovation to U.S., but in Canada, our intent is to in-license prescription drug product for the Canadian market, because our team know pretty well the Canadian market and how to play a good role in it.
Okay, no, that makes total sense. Thank you so much, Serge.
And my
really
pleasure.
Appreciate your time today. For the Investing News Network, I'm Jocelyn Aspa.